Restani code. He's the best, better than all the rest. After hours with TC Restani.
Alrighty there, welcome to the After Hours of TC Restani, the podcast. I'm TC Restani, emanating from Palatial Podcast Penthouse here at Restani Productions. And I'm going to go around the horn right now and introduce my esteemed panel of experts, starting on my immediate left, the one and the only, the milkman himself, Quincy Briscoe.
How you doing today?
You need a little applause.
Oh, thank you. Thank you.
A dose of the clap for you.
Thank you.
That's the clap I'm looking for. All right. And, of course, to my right, and co-host of After Hours with TC Restani, the TV version, the one and the only, my mentor, Ricky Bittman.
Smithers, there's a rocket in my pocket.
Up and away.
Up and away, stay tasty.
And stay tasty.
Is a rocket in your pocket?
There's a rocket in my pocket.
A rocket in your pocket.
Yeah.
Unbelievable.
That's awesome.
You like that, huh?
Now, we are recording this right after I got out of the editing room. Episode 2 is in the can, and it is now up on YouTube, hopefully, somewhere.
How did the Oompa Loompas do with the footage? Did they do a good job?
The Oompa Loompas did a wonderful job.
Nice.
You know, I sat there in the editing chair, and
You do your flute when it's time to edit?
Exactly. I do.
Oompa, oompa, oompa dee doo.
Edit Quincy out of the show. Actually, we couldn't have edited you out of the show because you
That's
weren't on
right,
that
he
show.
wasn't on it.
But actually, you are on it in a way because your Don't Drink and Drive ad made a return on there. But I understand, Quincy, you want to be on the TV version because of your busy schedule. And I'm saying this to all the fans out there who have been asking me, when's Quincy going to be on the TV version? We have to align the stars perfectly correct so Quincy can be here on one of the days of the taping. You weren't here the last 2 tapings.
I get grief for my schedule, but yours is much tighter.
Right. Big time tighter.
Well, we'll have to look at our schedules and get something lined up.
Yeah.
It's not like we don't want Quincy on the program. In fact, I think you would make an unbelievable audience of one.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, you're not kidding.
All right, well, we'll have to get something and get a topic.
We always have a topic on the program. We'll feed you the information when we have you down here in the studio for the TV version. And in case you don't know what we're talking about, listening to this, you guys are our podcast. No. We also have a returning late night talk show that has now been back on our YouTube channel since June the 20th, 2026. Episode 2 is now available out there. Watch it. We're getting ready to produce episode 3 in a few weeks. It's going to be unbelievable. On who do we have on episode 2? We had OJ from the Wood, an unbelievable
OJ
up-and-coming rapper here in the Boston area. And we had on one of the greatest street performers / jugglers that I've ever seen, my longtime close personal friend, Mr. Kevin Kinetic.
Kevin Kinetic.
Not his brother Ken, but him, Kevin Kinetic.
Yeah, not Ken Kinetic.
And what does he do?
He juggles.
He yogles.
Juggles. And was he juggle like pens and balls and
Yeah,
things
he
like
had
that?
pins, and the pins lit up. Oh,
Really?
You've never seen such things.
You'll have to watch the episode, Quince, on youtube.com/AfterHoursTC.
Well, juggling is a pretty hard thing to do.
And he did it while he was balancing on a board.
Oh, that makes it even more tough.
You ain't kidding.
Right, and he spun a plate on a stick.
Yeah.
And he was juggling what were those things? Machetes.
Yeah, knives.
Those are dangerous.
Tell me.
So obviously he's an experienced juggler if he wants to juggle machetes.
Right, he almost hit the juggler.
Yeah.
So, but it's unbelievable. You can check out that clip that's on youtube.com/AfterHoursTC. You know where it is because if you're listening to this podcast, you're already there.
Yeah, you're halfway there. Come on, just do it.
Unbelievable.
Wow.
I mean, we're having a lot of fun on these shows.
Yeah, I am. The last one was a little rough for me. I mean, I had gone out the night before.
And now I understand that. Have you watched episode 2? You were wearing sunglasses like I do. It's not because we think we're cool or anything. One of the reasons, those bright lights in the studio are coming down on your eyes.
Yes.
But 2, not only that, you had a little fun the night before.
Well, Tasha and I went up to Guilford, New Hampshire. For those of you who don't know, it's about
Jack Guilford?
No, just Guilford, New
just
Hampshire.
Guilford, New Hampshire. Yeah.
See, he throws me right off the path when he does that. Anyway, Guilford, New Hampshire, 2 hours away. Hell of a ride. We saw Styx in Chicago.
Come on, we got to Mr. Roboto. Come on. Come on,
Come
now we
on.
got to Mr. Roboto. Come on, now we got
Oh,
to
mama, I'm in
Mr.
fear
Roboto.
for
Come
my
on, now we
life from
got to
along
Mr.
arm of
Roboto.
the law. You don't know that one?
Thank God I have 2 ears.
What was that one?
Oh, mama, I'm in fear for my life from the long arm of the law. You don't know that one?
I probably do.
The news is out there. Na, 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 na. Oh, man.
Did they sing any good old classic Chicago songs?
Oh, well, Chicago did, yeah. They did 25 or 624.
It's a good
Old
song,
Days.
great song.
Saturday in the park. I think it was the 4th of July. Oh, we even got TC singing.
Well, I
on
like
that one.
Chicago. Some of Chicago.
Chicago's a
songs.
great band. And I'll tell you, here's the thing about
Peter Cetera wasn't there, was he?
No, but they had a kid sounding a lot like him,
All right.
which seems to be the norm nowadays. Like you get Journey can't get Steve Perry, so they found the guy that sounds like him. And you know what? It's all about the songs, and it just
Right.
brings you back. And you know what? After a while, but anyway, I partook of a lot of nice ice cold beer while I was up there. Had a taxi take us to the show and a taxi take us back to the hotel.
Right.
But I just, I celebrated. It was
I
my
know.
birthday present, so I mean, I really.
I know it was, and we were glad that you made it the next day.
Yeah,
You
and by
are the
skinny
love of my life.
I know.
You were on
are
ti-
my
you were on
You're
time,
my
though.
dance
I made it.
inspiration.
You wanted me here by 2. I think I walked in the door at 1:59.
Well, you were still here. That's all that matters.
Yeah.
Well,
And I
you know
said
what? A round of applause for that.
Thank you. It was not easy, as the older you get. And, the hotel had a nice breakfast in the morning, free breakfast.
Yeah, what'd you have?
They put out eggs and bacon and
So the plain
toast and-
breakfast.
yeah, but I mean, I needed it.
Was it continental?
No, because I think Continental's just muffins and pastries.
All
This
right.
was like scrambled eggs, some nice well-done bacon, had an English muffin, some apple juice, and some delicious coffee. And then I was like, boom, let's go.
And where did this take place?
Up in Guilford, New Hampshire. Now, I'm glad you asked that. You've been to Great Woods, right?
Sure.
Okay. Just take Great Woods and break it in half. Now you get this small theater that looks just like Great Woods. When I got there,
Uh-oh.
they're washing the seats. The girl's going around washing the seats, not with just water either, or just not just wiping them down, cleaning them with this solvent. Everything smelled nice. You ask someone where to go, they say, oh, right over here. Tosh goes into the ladies' room, and the woman says, oh, stalls 4, 5, and 6 are empty, dear. Then when she's leaving, I go in the men's room and I leave. The guy's got a big bowl of Jolly Ranchers and some Lifesavers. Everyone was nice and patient. You get on the Great Woods, you feel as soon as you walk through the door, you're made to feel like you're in prison and you're breaking the law.
Did the Amish run this place or something?
They're the nicest people in the world. And I said to the woman, I said, why is everybody up here so nice? And when I go to a concert back home in Boston, everyone's so mean. And she shrugged. I said, because it's Boston? She said, well, you said that. I didn't say
Uh-oh.
that. But she was right.
Any other big acts coming to this joint?
Well, Motley Crue was just there. They had the one of those yacht rock bands coming up there. Big names do play there. I saw Jason Aldean up there. Luke Bryan was coming up there. So they get the big name. Oh, Ellen Langley, probably the #1 recording artist in the country right now. She played a few nights after Chicago and Styx.
Wow.
And it was cool because Chicago opened, and they've been alternating. So now the next night they played Great Woods. Styx opened. You want to see Styx after Chicago because Styx is like the power ballads. But anyway, it was a great show, and I enjoyed it.
It was unbelievable. I can't believe that you made it on time, which we are going to applaud once again, because a lot of effort goes into these shows, and if people know show. It's like the wrestling business. You got to make that next town,
But see, you got to be able to perform. Show must go on.
right? Well, I will be able to.
Because someday I'll be laying in the gutter out there, and they'll be saying, "Where's Bittman?" and no one will even know.
I gotta have a little fun with that.
Okay.
You just mentioned a very classic show song here, so I got to, as long as we're having some fun here.
Here we go. Name that tune.
But I must let the show go on. Now, here's a little. Who did that song? I would know it, but can anyone out there?
The Ringling Brothers.
Well, okay, I'm going to give you credit, but there's a group
so
out
you're
there
too
who
nice,
did
you're
the
too nice.
song. But I'm going to give you credit on that.
Otis
thank
Day
you.
and the Nights.
Tweed Dog Night.
Oh, it does sound a lot like the Ringling Brothers.
Well, I think that's probably where they got the idea.
Probably where they got the idea.
The Gladiator's Entrance, they call that song. Did you know that's the name of that song?
The name of the song is called "The Show Must Go On."
That's great. So the show must go on. Finish this story.
Yeah.
And then
this show has to go on.
They
at some
wrote the
point.
song, and then Three Dog Night just had a real big hit with it.
Unbelievable. Thank you for the history. Now the Gladiators come out to the circus theme.
Well, no, that's the name of that song.
Oh.
The Gladiator's Entrance is. Bum, bum, ba-na-na-na-na, bum, ba-na.
They kind of did that in the version of the Evil Doink. Remember?
Yes, that's right.
Now
Now, was that Barry Horowitz doink or
Barry Horowitz?
wasn't he one of the doinks?
No, this was Matt Bourne, the original Doink.
All right, that's what I'm thinking of. Matt Bourne,
After
Barry
he-
Horowitz, the same thing.
No, it wasn't Barry Horowitz. You know who else was a Doink after that? There was, I do believe one of the Doinks. Well, I mean, there was like 8 million of them, but I believe it was the Brooklyn Brawler, Steve Lombardi.
Oh, and is there anything he didn't do for McMahon? That guy.
I know he did a lot for Pat Patterson, but
really?
Oh yeah, that's why he supposedly worked there for 35 years.
That's terrible.
But that's just rumors and
I hope
innuendos.
so. Rumors and allegedly, you have to say. Allegedly.
You know, allegedly.
They can't sue us now.
Pat
Speaking
Patterson's
of
dead,
wrestling,
so-
have you watched the Dark Side of the Ring with the Renegade?
Yes, I did.
Very interesting, huh?
Probably the best line ever on that show was when they interviewed Arn Anderson about him. He goes,
Yeah.
they got this guy from Boston
Yeah.
who was a dick dancer.
Dancer, yeah.
For those who don't know what we're talking about, there used to be a local guy up here in the Boston area. He wrestled as the Renegade in WCW. Basically, the Ultimate Warrior said, no, I'm not going to come in. So they made a bootleg version of the Ultimate Warrior, and they called him the Renegade. And this guy didn't know a wrist lock from a wristwatch. And Arn Anderson had to lose to him for the WCW World Television title. Arn Anderson is a true legend and, puts business in front of anything else.
Asses in the seats.
Right. As long as it's an ass every 18 inches, I'm happy.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, poor guy. I actually met the guy. He was actually a very nice guy.
And that's what everybody said. And I didn't know he was from this. Well, no, I don't know if he's
he
from
wasn't born here.
He did at Kowalski's place, right? He was. He did some training there. They said in the story.
I'm sure he did a little bit of training, but I know he did a lot of the local Massachusetts independents in the early 1990s. I met him at a few shows. He wrestled Hercules on a few of them. And nicest guy in the world. I
what
have
they
nothing
say, yeah.
bad to say about the guy at all. He was just
He was a victim.
wrong casting.
They just used them, and then they were like, "All right, it ain't gonna work." So they
He
threw him
was
away.
Johnny Bravo. He fit the suit.
Exactly.
All right?
Exactly.
Basically what it was.
Rick Wilson.
Rick Wilson.
May
yeah.
he rest in peace.
May he rest in peace, the Renegade out there.
Sad. Nice, cute little ex-wife too.
I did enjoy the one about the Big Boss Man. Have you seen that one?
Oh my God, I watched that the other night.
There's a tragedy.
Yeah.
You
You don't see Jim Cornette cry too much.
He was one of the nicest guys in the world, the Big Boss Man. I met him many times on the independents around here in New England in the very late 1990s, early 2000s. Well, he died in like 2004. So this is like 99, 2000. I met him, and he was a practical joker and a jokester in the locker room. Tremendous guy.
And he was such a powerhouse too to watch. Like as much as it's not really a cheesy gimmick, but like, all right, Big Boss Man.
Well,
like,
that was a joke on, don't you?
No,
All right.
not Dusty. Again.
Yes.
What is it with Vince McMahon and Dusty for crying
All
out
right,
loud?
so we have some time here to kill. So, all right, if those of you who don't know the history of the World Wrestling Federation and Vince McMahon, he liked to take pot shots at Dusty Rhodes. He loved Dusty Rhodes, but Dusty Rhodes was on the other team. He was working for Jim Crockett Promotions, the NWA. And he was a huge star. Vince McMahon would have loved if Dusty came over in 1984 with Hogan. Can you imagine the amount of money they would have made with those two good guys on the roster?
Cleaning house.
So, what was the first rib that he did against Dusty Rhodes? Virgil the Bodyguard.
That one I'm familiar with. Yeah.
The $1 Million Man, Ted DiBiase, had a black bodyguard named Virgil, which was a shoot on Dusty Rhodes' real first name, Virgil Runnels.
Yep.
Okay. Then the next one was, I think, the Boss Man. Now, because he was the Boss Man, because Dusty Rhodes was the booker behind the scenes, he was the Big Boss Man. And if you ever take a trip down to Cobb County, Georgia, that's where Dusty lived, in Cobb County, Georgia.
Oh, okay.
And that's where they made the Big Boss Man from.
That's right.
And the third one, and I'm sure I'm missing maybe one or two out there, but Akeem the African Dream was
who the Big Boss Man teamed up with.
That is true. Yeah. They're known as the Twin Towers.
That's right.
So, and Dusty's the one who found the Big Boss Man He was a jobber and said, this kid is great because of his size. Put him off TV for a while, brought him back as Cornette's bodyguard, Big Bubba Rogers.
Bubba, yeah.
And, here he is making like $300 a night, goes to the WWF. He's making $12,000 a week fighting Hulk Hogan.
Yeah.
So couldn't have happened to a nicer guy, but yeah, there was another rib on the American Dream, Dusty
Amazing.
Rhodes.
But I was just going to say, like, even despite the cheesiness of, like, nobody thought he was a real, prison guard.
But he was.
But he was. You're right.
Right.
But they could have actually just given him his like Ray Traylor, and come out and promote himself as being an ex corrections officer. That would have been cool. But anyway, you saw through it because the guy was just a powerhouse, and he was agile, and he could fly, and he could do. And when he cut a promo, man, he looked so legitimately furious. It was. I always was a huge fan of his, and I was glad to see that story.
I remember when I was watching Saturday Night's Main Event and Hulk Hogan suplexed him off the top of the cage.
Oh man, I remember that.
I'd never seen anything like that.
I kept saying he's not going to do it. Something's going to happen at the last second.
And then they did it at the Boston Garden on one of the house shows.
Really?
And I had to go to it because I was like, you know what? This is the chances are
I would have remembered that. I must have missed that.
he's going to
one.
do it. It was I think it was early 89.
Okay.
Like January or February of 89 that they did that match at the Boston Garden. And he did it.
Wow.
And it was great. It was fantastic.
That,
Seeing it live was like, wow.
Yeah.
Because, you have your own, you can edit the scene with your own eyes.
Sure.
Unlike TV where they, ding, ding, ding. And they impact the noise that made. That place went insane when he did that.
I love that series, Dark Side of the Ring. It's very well done.
This coming week is Mr. Wonderful Paul
Yes,
Orndorff.
I'm very excited about that. I saw that just as I was tuning off. I watched that when I got home tonight before I came up here with my chicken schnitzel.
Chicken schnitzel.
Tosh let me eat in front of the TV.
You feel like you're 8 years old again?
Yeah, she goes, you know what, why don't you just eat in here? Because she had already eaten and worked. She ate late.
So you watched the Renegade episode while eating chicken schnitzel.
Chicken schnitzel with some mashed potatoes and broccoli and multicolored carrots, which I never even knew existed.
Okay, I'm a little curious. What's a chicken schnitzel?
It's basically breaded chicken, almost like a fried chicken, but I don't think they really fry it. I think they bake it or something. I don't know.
Does it have a bone or is it boneless?
Boneless. They mallet down the pad breast real nice and thin. Delicious.
It sounds a lot like maybe chicken bits, like
Chicken bits.
well,
I went to high school with her. Hey, we used to call it chicken tits.
Did you mash those down too?
Didn't have to. She had those chicken cutlet tits.
Really?
Yeah.
Not the fried egg ones?
No.
Okay, good.
sounds just
And that
like
ain't no compliment, chicken cutlet tits. Trust me. I'll show you a picture later.
just a basic chicken, and goes with anything.
Yeah.
It does go with anything.
That's awesome.
That's fantastic. Yeah. You know what goes with everything right now? Our first big time commercial break.
Nice.
We'll be back after this.
Hello, I'm Abigail Harwich, the new executive producer of After Hours with TC Restani, and I want you to be on our award-winning talk show. Follow the information that's on the screen. I can't wait to see you on After Hours with TC Restani.
Welcome back from that big time commercial break. There's OMG Abby asking you to be on our program, our late night talk show, After Hours of TC Restani, the TV version. Hey, you want to be on this podcast? We'll have you on the podcast too, but we'd rather have you on the TV version
Why?
because it's visual.
All right. Just wondering.
You
There's
can watch radio. It's real fun. That way you get a good view of what we're doing.
Wait a minute, you watched that movie Radio with Cuba Gooding Jr.?
I've heard of it. I just haven't had a chance to
You
watch
always
it.
hear of it. You've never.
Yeah.
That's your answer for everything. I heard of it.
Well, yeah, I've
He's such a
probably heard of
politician.
it.
He really is such a politician.
Right.
You know how to play the game.
I'm going to vote for you in
Yeah.
November. Okay.
You and Billy Bulger. You know
Even
how-
though you're not running for anything, I'm still going to vote for you.
I'll just have to learn a little bit about these things. If I'm going to be voted for, especially, and then that
Are
way.
you familiar with Crystal Nicht?
I've heard of it, but
He's heard of it, of course.
I have to learn who some of these people are.
Well, that was the night the Nazis invaded the ghetto.
He doesn't understand everything. Drinking his. You think he's drinking a can of Coke, but he's actually. Is that the Coke can with filled with water?
Well, hey, I had a Coke earlier. And then
That is an abomination. Don't do that.
what's wrong with a nice
Putting water
Coke?
in a Coca-Cola can? You can go to hell for that.
Well, no, what you do is put the can in the freezer for a bit, and then you put some water in it.
Here's an idea. We have a water bubble that chills the water. Why don't you just put it in a glass?
But here's another idea. This is one of the last Red Solo cups in the studio.
I'd like to put that on the shopping list.
Just throwing it out there.
All right. Noted. Okay. To do. Shopping list. Okay.
We'll put it down on the shopping list. It's going to be great, Quincy. We're going to put it down on the shopping list so we can get more Solo cups. But if we run out of Solo cups, we have Coca-Cola, so we can just empty the Coke down the toilet and we can put the cold water in the Coke can, right?
Isn't Coca-Cola delicious?
Well, yeah, Coke versus Pepsi, but they're both good beverages.
I have not had a can of Coke or any other type of soda approaching 20 years.
Wow. I had Coke not too long ago. They were selling these glass bottles somewhere. And I said, you know what? I'm going to get me one of those. Iced it up really ice cold. I think I cut the grass and then I went for it.
But if I did have a choice, Coke or Pepsi, it's 100% Coke.
Yeah.
100%.
Just like the real.
And
He's a Coke guy.
Well, it is the real thing,
yeah,
Coke.
and he's right. He is right. Coke is
and
better.
you got to get an antique tonic bottle?
Yeah.
Where'd you get the bottle?
At the Market Basket is selling them in the wooden trays. Remember those wooden trays?
Yes,
I
I've seen
remember all
those.
that like yesterday.
Yeah, I knew you'd like that.
Well, look at the picture of that wall over there.
Yeah.
What are we looking at over here?
I see an antique Pepsi cap.
Okay, I'll take your word for it. Let's get back to some heavy hitting. You can stare at that picture of the Pepsi cap for the rest of the program, Quincy, if you'd like to, okay?
Did you ever go to 7-Eleven and get the Coke Slurpee?
I probably did in my times, just not lately.
This is right up there what I heard of it.
I've heard about it, yeah. But yeah, I used to love going to 7-Eleven and getting the slush.
Yeah, the Slurpees. That's what they call them.
Slush, I think.
Who was Slush Puppy then?
Slush Puppy was Slush Puppy.
Right.
And most places would have a Slush Puppy machine, like a convenience store. Sometimes like a little corner ice cream store. In Southie, they always had Slush Puppies.
Like Store
But-
24?
Yeah, like they would have a Slush Puppy area. But the Slurpee was strictly 7-Eleven.
Okay.
Different consistency, you know?
Well, aren't they just both like a Slush Puppy's ice? Then you put any flavor, syrup,
Syrup.
soy.
What was that, Zarex?
That's a name we haven't heard either.
There you go,
Zarex.
Zarex.
Zarex is happy.
Sounds like a
Zarex
villain on an animated series.
Yeah.
Oh, look out for Zarex.
Yeah.
Oh, come on, Dad. You don't remember
Curse
these
you,
old school
Zarex.
commercials? Zarex will make your home out happy.
I bet you used to use that Snoopy snow cone machine.
I probably had one when I was a kid, but
We shoved your prick right in there, didn't you?
but if we're gonna have some fun, we might as well remember some of the old school commercials.
Thinking it was Lucy, right?
Yeah, Lucy and
I'll teach you, you fresh mouth.
come on, didn't we all have fun with these things? Remember the songs?
You know what? Yeah. Did you ever make anything in the Holly Hobby oven?
I probably had Holly, Hobbies, General Store.
Why would you
does
have
he
that?
remember this?
Why would you have the Holly? I have a younger sister. So do you. Maybe that's why you have the Holly Hobby.
I didn't have it. I just remember the commercials.
Oh, you just remember the commercial. But you said you had it.
I might have had like the Snoopy's like snow cone machines, and
Okay.
but it's the commercials I get a kick out.
You don't remember what were the lyrics for the Snoopy snow cone? You put the snow cone in, you take the Snoopy.
Snow cone out, put the snow cone in, and you shake it all about.
Yeah, there you
and
go.
the Snoopy's snow cone machine, and that's what it's all about. I'm making my own lyrics here.
I think, yeah, I was going to say, you get the
apparently.
Hokey Pokey and Snoopy mixed up there.
At times, you make my big toe shoot up in my boot.
Well, yeah, why not? Good grief!
Okay.
Snow cone machine.
Ricky Bittman,
Yeah.
co-host of After Hours at TC
Like
Restani.
Howard Cosell there for a minute. Go ahead.
As we're recording this, we are a mere 20-some-odd hours from you going to be meeting William Shatner
The pressure's on. I just don't know.
at the Fan Expo Center in Boston.
I want to let everyone know I tried all the avenues. I tried to use my celebrity.
Even Electric Avenue?
Downtown Electric Avenue, Eddie Grant. You gotta
Oh,
rock.
we're gonna rock on to
You did it.
I know.
Electric Avenue. And
Then you'll
we'll
get
take
me
it
higher.
I didn't put a quarter in the jukebox, all right?
So I used all my celebrity connections, everything, the Cubby Schmackums. Nothing works. Shatner will not be shaken. So I, just like the great unwashed out there, will have to line up and get this
You said the
autograph.
great unwashed?
The great unwashed, and line up with the fans and get Shatner's autograph. And I'm just hoping I can time it right.
With the plebeians,
The plebeians, yes.
as
the
Bob
ham and
Backlund,
eggers. The
as
ham
Bob
and
Backlund
eggers.
would say, humanoids. Let's just get on to
humanoids.
humanoids. These are humanoids.
These humanoids. But I'm going to do my best, and I'm looking forward. I got a beautiful 8x10 glossy of Captain Hooker. Sergeant Hooker, I'm sorry. It's TJ Hooker. I don't know Spock stuff for me.
Well, he wasn't Spock. He was Kirk.
No Kirk stuff for me. Strictly T.J. Hooker.
All right.
That's when I became a Shatner fan.
Well, I know why you're doing this, because earlier this year,
Yep.
I got you Heather Locklear and Adrian Zmed.
And I'm kicking myself now because now I wish I saw them. But I mean, at least I have the pictures. And from what I understand, they were very nice.
Well, Heather
I
Locklear.
don't expect a Heather Locklear experience.
Heather Locklear,
from
in my
Shatner.
opinion, is in the top 5 of the nicest celebrities I've ever met in my entire life. And if Signature Boy Donnie was here, he'd probably tell you about the hard-on he still has when she was hugging him for like 15 minutes.
Yeah, I wish I got down to
Heather
that one.
Locklear is awesome.
Yeah.
If she ever comes to another show around here, I will go down just to say hi and hopefully get a hug like Donnie
I
did.
get a picture taken with her. Since
You
I
would.
got her autograph.
That's true.
Maybe she'll take a picture with me.
Because she could take a picture.
Somebody take my picture. Remember that one quick? Somebody take my picture.
I remember that, yeah. Big League. Yeah.
What was that from? An episode of Bonnie Miller or something?
Yep.
What was? I was just making that.
Oh, the coffee's so terrible.
Okay, getting back to William Shatner over here. So you weren't a big Star Trek fan growing up.
I like Star Trek, but I have to say only a handful of episodes. Like I like the one where Kirk and Spock went back and they were gangsters, and they were shooting guns because their planet found some book or something about
The episode when they were getting a piece of the action.
piece of the action. That's right.
And you know who was on that episode?
Vic Tayback.
Vic
He
Tayback,
was one of
Mel
the gangsters,
Sharples.
yeah. So that was one of my favorite episodes. Of course, The Trouble with Tribbles. After that, I really can't think of a lot of Star Trek episodes.
What
It
about
was-
Space Seed with Ricardo Montalban that inspired The Wrath of Khan?
Yeah. It didn't register with me. That show just didn't do it. I thought it was cool and everything.
It was on 56 every night for like 30
I know.
years.
But I turn it on, I just like, I'm not buying it. TJ Hooker, I just bought in hook, line, and sinker.
No pun intended, right?
My buddy Quick and the drummer, Shoppy from TBGB, they're the ones who hooked me up with what became my obsession with TJ.
You really didn't watch TJ Hooker back when it was on in
Not
82?
1 second of it.
Wow.
They did growing up. Mm-hmm. You know, and I listen, I didn't skimp on TV either. I guess I just watched different shows.
Because Heather Locklear was like one of the most busiest actresses at the time back then,
she
because
was
she was flip-flopping between TJ Hooker and Dynasty.
Yeah.
I think she was doing it at the same time.
Yeah.
So hats
She
off
was a
to
big
her.
hit on Dynasty.
She was a big Sammy Joe.
Yeah, because Tosh kind of makes fun of her acting on TJ
Melrose
Hooker.
Place?
Oh, no, TJ Hooker.
Oh.
And I have to say, all right, now you have to leave the room. I'm not going to have that.
What's her favorite show growing up?
What did she like?
Well, yeah, come on, Tosh. What did you like?
Yeah, what did she like? She watched a lot of shows, too. Her sister watched more shows than she did. I'm trying to think what she was.
she a big Pan Dauber fan?
You know what it was with her? Here's what it was. Her and all her girlfriends and everything that she grew up with are all into the daytime soaps, the General Hospital and stuff.
Really?
They all watched that BS, which I had no use for whatsoever. But that was a big thing for them. They liked that stuff.
The only thing good about General Hospital was Kelly Monaco.
I have no idea who that is.
She was a playmate in 1996, and she won like Dancing with the Stars and all this other crap. Gorgeous, gorgeous little tiny Italian girl. Unbelievable.
I've heard her talk about that.
About
No, but about the soap operas.
the soap operas. Now, I got into Days of Our Lives, all right, in 1994, all right?
Got a real sunflower here, Quincy.
All right, no, the storyline was Marlena, who was played by Electra Woman,
Oh.
Deirdre Hall. She got possessed by the devil.
Oh, dear God.
And it took them like a half a year, for this storyline to run out. But it was like, in the big heel on the show was Stefano Demira, who he was also the guy who played Len Peterson in Jaws 2. I shouldn't have said it out loud. But I got into it, so I'm sorry.
I can see that, though.
Oh, you know what? Because soap operas, realistically, are a lot like pro wrestling.
Yeah, yeah.
All right, pro wrestling is a male soap opera, and I remember my grandmother used to watch the soap operas. We used to call them the stories.
The stories,
Gotta
yeah.
watch the stories. And her favorites were All My Children and Guiding Light.
Yeah.
All right.
My buddy Paul Helen, rest in peace, loved The Guiding Light. I don't.
What's her name? Is still not a bad looking head for me. She's like 80-something years old. Susan Lucci.
Yeah, okay.
I mean,
I'll take your word for it.
Susan, if you're out there, give me a call.
She'd be a good guest.
She would be a good guest.
She'll break her hip. That's all we need.
Well, she did wear high heels that were like, a foot long.
That's true.
And whatnot, because she's probably like 3'8", and she was on the show. But whatever. All right. I admit I watched Days of Our Lives
I'm just teasing you.
for 6 months, and that's where I was introduced to the lovely and gorgeous, the one and the only Krista Allen.
Oh.
Now, you may not know Krista Allen by name, but she was, remember the girl in Liar Liar when Jim Carrey went into the elevator and
Yes.
the girl with the humongous talents
Yes.
was in there? She also did a whole softcore sci-fi show called Emmanuel in Space.
He's just an encyclopedia of knowledge.
All
He
right.
really is. Okay.
And when I met her at Chiller a few years ago,
I knew this was coming.
she was nothing like she was on these shows. She was very smart, very sophisticated, and
She was an actress.
I mean, but she was just unbelievable. I think for a while she had a fling with George Clooney. Because she was in
Vile
that
human.
because she was in that movie, the one about Chuck Barris,
Oh, yeah. I know which one you're talking about. That was a good movie.
Memoirs of a Dangerous Mind,
Something
or something
like that, yeah.
Remember the episode when Chuck Barris, not the episode, the scene in the movie where Chuck Barris went to the Playboy Mansion and the girl was swimming in the grotto,
was her?
and she was like, "My God, you're Chuck Barris. Boy, you're special. You created the dating game." And just totally ragged on him. But Krista Allen, that's where I first saw her talents, was on Days of Our Lives.
Well, they had to be talented people to be on these soap operas. So, I mean, there was something there.
I mean, I know a lot of actors and actresses in this world. They said when they were doing soap operas, it was more difficult doing soap operas than plays on Broadway because every day, sometimes every hour, the script would change.
Yeah.
And you had to memorize it.
Yeah.
So that's why, remember them in the movie Tootsie.
I was waiting for that.
Where they had the teleprompter off screen because it was kind of like that. It's like, well, wait a minute, I just memorized this entire soliloquy here, and now you're changing this, and you're like looking off to the. I mean, Saturday Night Live does that when they have on the guest stars, and you can see them reading the teleprompter.
always
How is
remember
that
that.
fucking show still on?
Oh, don't even start me.
Seriously.
Terrible.
I mean,
Just a terrible mess.
Once they throw dirt on Lorne Michaels,
you
they
know,
should throw dirt on that show.
And these younger kids around nowadays, I try to get them clips of SCTV, and I try to explain to them, this was on after Saturday Night Live, and nobody ever spoke about the show, but it's 1,000 times more creative and funnier than Saturday Night Live ever was. Saturday Night Live had sort of little snippets of cool shit, but SCTV was a hilarious comedy show with good talented
Well, look who
people.
the cast was.
Yeah.
You had John Candy.
Oh,
You had Maureen O'Hara.
yeah.
You had.
Catherine O'Hara.
Oh, sorry. I'm thinking of The
Yeah,
Quiet Man.
she did make the movie with him, though, when he was
Only the Lonely,
yes,
which
yes.
really hits home, that movie.
Yeah.
All right, Catherine O'Hara, rest in peace, from Beetlejuice.
Yep.
It also had
Andrea Martin.
Rick
Moranis.
and
Joe Flaherty.
Dave Thomas.
Dave Thomas. Incredibly creative guy.
I loved his Bob Hope.
Oh, it was great. Hey, man, you know, we'd always do, what was it? The one with Play It Again, Bob. It was Bob Hope and Woody Allen together. And it was Rick Moranis as Woody Allen and Dave Thomas as Bob Hope. Incredible. And he's just so creative
And
stuff.
of course, Rick Moranis later went on to become famous in Ghostbusters and Honey, I Shrunk the Kids. But if you've ever seen Strange Brew about Bob and Doug McKenzie,
God, of course.
which was an offspring of SCTV.
Max von Sydow.
Max von Sydow, Brewmeister Smith.
Yes.
So, in my opinion, Saturday Night Live had those spin-off movies.
Yeah.
Some of them were hits. Some of them sucked.
Yeah.
The best one spin-off from a TV show, in my opinion, is Strange Brew.
Yeah.
Without question.
I liked it. I loved it because I love those
Maybe the
characters.
Blues Brothers was up there.
I saw the Blues Brothers in the theater. I didn't see Strange Brew till VHS. But
Oh, I didn't see that it was on HBO.
Yeah,
The scene that I always piss my pants watching, even from the first showing, is when the dog rolls down the hill, picks up the computer disc, and then rolls back up. I had to rewind that a million times because it was the funniest thing I've ever seen.
That is a good one.
So if you've never seen Strange Brew, come out in 1983, and it's the further adventures of Bob and Doug McKenzie. They never did a sequel or anything like that. They should have.
They like to drink beer and eat back bacon.
And donuts.
and they loved Rush, the band Rush.
Did they?
They had that great song, that Christmas song with them. Oh, no, that wasn't a Christmas song. They did a Christmas song on that album. Me and my buddies used to listen to the Doug and Bob McKenzie album back when comedy albums were all the rage, and we just loved it. And it was kind of like the first podcast, really, because it's just the two of them sitting around yapping like this
Right,
and talking about
pretty
things
much.
that came to mind. So I really would give them the credit with that format, you know.
And you remember Mel Banks' cameo in Strange Brew?
Yes, what was I've heard of it.
Okay. He was the voice of their father.
Mel Blanc.
Mel Blanc.
Yes, Mel Blanc. I was thinking of Mel Banks.
No,
I'm sorry.
Did you hear that?
Yeah.
The boys got jobs.
They knew who to pick. Now, Rick Moranis just did an appearance at the Comic-Con out in California.
Right, because he's plugging Spaceballs
But he
too.
got like a 6-minute ovation.
Well, the man did. I mean, hats off to this guy because his wife died and left him with 2 young kids.
Yeah.
Instead of being an egotistical maniac and say, I got to go make movies like Chevy Chase, he quit the business completely and raised his family.
Yeah.
So
I love
you know,
Chevy.
Rick Moranis,
Yeah.
hats off to Rick Moranis.
And he was assaulted on the streets of New York.
He was?
He was sucker punched. Yes, not too long ago. I think within the last year and a half. There was
Who would
video of
sucker
it.
punch Rick Moranis?
Some burly, robust SOB just like knocked him out. One punch hit, and it was just
Because
went down.
did he refuse an autograph or something stupid?
No. It was like just random attack.
Of all the people you want to
Well,
beat
I mean,
up,
who are you gonna? Yeah, exactly.
Rick
Who did he
Moranis?
pick? The guy he could knock out with one punch. Yeah, no, the video's out there. It's just not. It's very.
he would be a
disturbing.
person I would like to meet, Rick
Oh
Moranis.
yeah, I mean, God, he was
100%.
Oh, one of the funniest things he ever did on Saturday Night Live on SCTV was, you know, at the end of the day when they used to sign off with the national anthem.
Sure.
They say, and SCTV signing off for the day, and here to sing the national anthem is Mel Torme. Now, again, I'm making a reference that nobody who's listening to this podcast probably knows, but Mel Torme was a very famous.
Mel Torme was huge
Velvet Fog.
on Night Court.
Yes. Okay. Exactly. Yeah. He was a huge. That's right. But as all of a sudden he goes, "Oh, say, can you skip it?" Because he scattered and stuff. I just rolled on the floor when I saw that. But anyway, I don't want to bore people with that. But Rick Moranis, hilarious.
Yeah, if you're going to punch somebody, go punch the jerk-offs like Chevy Chase.
He used to play the Jewish guy, and he'd say, "Hoodlum, why don't you go put a tree up in the middle of your room, in your living room, hoodlum."
A lot of people get him and Martin Short confused.
Another alumni of SCTV,
Right.
Ed Grimley.
That's right. I must say.
Oh, that Rusty. All righty.
What was the one where he was the nervous guy? Was
Oh, that was he was playing like somebody's lawyer. He goes, "I know that. Why did you think I wouldn't know that?" And he's like all covered in sweat and stuff.
Right.
And he brought that over to Saturday Night Live. That character where it got more viewers. But the Ed Grimley thing took off once he was on Saturday Night Live. But he did many Ed Grimley things. One of the most funniest sketches ever on SCTV, and I know you don't watch a lot of the Dead End Kids or the Bowery Boys, Leo Gorsey and
No, I don't, no.
Hunts Hall and all of these guys. These guys were on, I won't go into that, but Robin Williams was the guest that week. The sketch they wrote was Robin Williams plays Leo Gorsey's character. He's living a secret life as a homosexual in California with all these gay guys. The guys from the Bowery, the Bowery, the Dead End Kids, they all come to visit him, and he has to hide the fact that he's gay. Now, you're saying to yourself, this it's not making any sense. But if you watch it, it's incredibly hilarious and funny, and you should watch it. It's out there on YouTube.
everything is out there on
SCTV,
YouTube.
Bowery Boys, Robin Williams.
Joe Flaherty, another alumnus,
Oh, Count Floyd.
went on to do...
And John Candy we didn't even mention.
Well, we did at the
we?
beginning. Yeah, I mean, John Candy he's the superstar of SCTV.
He was the guy with the snake on his face. And Johnny LaRue.
That's right.
Yep.
I do remember Johnny LaRue.
Tommy Shanks, the mayor of Mellonville. I was, as you can tell, Eugene Levy.
That is true.
Yeah. I'm Earl Camembert.
Who was in Splash with John Candy.
That's right. Oh, I could talk about
I know.
SCTV.
You
Does
are
not get the
huge.
credit.
You are, and in fact, your last name Bittman.
Yeah.
They kind of used that on that show.
Yeah, well.
but you were Bittman before they were Bittman.
Yeah, I was, well, I was kind of like, I'm going to take it as a compliment.
Right.
Okay.
Well,
Yeah.
when you were a kid watching this, go, wait a minute.
Yeah.
Bobby Bittman.
Bobby Bittman. And Ricky Bittman was mentioned on an episode of Cagney and Lacey.
I do remember that. I remember that.
Bittman's going to summer camp.
It was Cagney's little ugly kid.
Yeah.
Right.
And his father goes, well, good for Ricky Bittman. It's man, I don't make enough money to send you away. It's like a real disturbing scene.
That was on Monday nights, if you remember back in the day. Cagney
My
and Lacey.
sister loved Cagney and Lacey.
I watched Cagney and Lacey.
I never saw one episode.
I loved the theme song.
What is it? What was the theme song to Cagney and Lacey? How did it go?
He's not gonna know this.
Cagney and Lacey, Cagney and Lacey.
That's not it. No.
They worked for Mr. Spacely at Spacely Sprockets.
I'm just having fun with you.
Okay,
Trying
well-
to sing it with you.
Oh, you just put me on?
No, I'm trying to help you.
He's putting you on. That's the real one was like this jazzy thing. It was like I
like our version better. Not as good as the theme from SWAT.
We may get banned from YouTube because of the copyright song on there. You know, Quincy sings SWAT.
Come on, that's a classic.
It is a classic. Can you name one character from that show?
Yeah, Don.
Dawn.
Hondo, that's a good one. Street. I remember it was a guy named Street.
Right? And Lucas or Luca. We're talking about.
That's right.
Did he live on the second floor?
Yeah.
My name is Luca. Good. I tried to get into SWAT recently and I couldn't. And I try to watch the Adam 12 and I can't seem to get into that one.
I met the two guys from Adam 12.
They were great.
Kent McCord and the other stiff. I don't remember his name, but
Kent McCord and
the other guy.
Martin Milner.
Him too. Yeah, no. They did Jolly Jim's Flea Market in
Jolly Jim's.
in Methuen. All right.
It was a good show at the time, but I can't think that.
Never
one.
really got into the cop shows.
Oh, I love it.
I mean,
all police dramas.
all
But,
right.
yeah, but go figure. I like Dragnet.
Cagney and Lacey I watched because my mother liked Cagney and Lacey.
Yeah.
All right, we'll sing the theme later. Kojak, my grandfather loved Kojak.
Streets of San Francisco.
A Quinn Martin production.
Great show.
What other great 70s cop shows were there?
Columbo. Barnaby Jones. Cannon.
Do you know who directed the very first episode of Columbo?
Peter Falk.
No.
Steven Spielberg.
Steven Spielberg.
Okay, I knew it had to be one of them.
Yep.
I always say that. It's either going to be Peter Falk or Steven Spielberg.
But I'm getting to my earpiece right now. We have to take another big-time
Christ's sake.
commercial break, and we'll be right back after this.
Guests of After Hours stay at the luxurious Reno's Good Time Inn on Old Route 393. Home of the world-famous Chicken Fimba Buffet. Reno's Good Time Inn, a proud sponsor of After Hours with TC Restani.
Alrighty, all of the guests on this program stay at Reno's Good Time Inn out on Old Route 393, home of the world-famous Chicken Fimba Buffet.
Good ice machine.
Now, we kind of got off the track a little bit. You're going to be meeting William Shatner before, as we're
because I'm a little nervous.
as we're recording this. Now, what do you think what are you actually going to say to the man?
Well, I even put into AI, what should I say to William Shatner when I meet him? And they
What
said,
did AI say?
It said, don't expect much. They said he.
You could have asked me that.
I know. Well, I just want to see what AI would say, and if it had any pointers for me. They said, don't ask him any questions. Don't look him in the eye. Which I
Don't
can
worry,
never
he won't be
understand.
looking in your eye anyway. But
But I mean, if I make a noise like a foreign sound, if I make this foreign sound, maybe I'll step on some rock candy or something like that. You know?
There you go.
Yeah, and he'll look up. But if he doesn't, I'm just gonna say. Here's what I'm gonna say. I'm gonna say, Mr. Shatner, you are a grand man. Thank you for doing this, and thank you for all the entertainment. Have a good night. That's it.
okay,
I think you'll like
I
that.
don't think anyone's ever called him a grand man, and I heard somebody use that recently, talking about somebody who passed away, and I can't remember who it was. I said, that's a nice compliment.
well, you know what? It is almost $1,000 to meet the man. So
Oh, well, no, not quite, but it just, it kills me. But, I'm listen,
you need the collection completed.
I just want it because it's going to be a little bit of a thrill, and I'm not very frivolous with the money, so this is.
You're a big time entertainer,
I got Catholic guilt sometimes, spending money and enjoying myself, but I'm just going to kind of put
Jesus,
that
and I should be the Pope.
Yeah, you should be.
Unless it's going out to Vegas or Avian or something like that. We're getting a replica of the Intercontinental Championship or something like that.
Yeah, but you know what? These are the things we do.
right.
There's worse things you can do with your money.
I've probably met William Shatner probably, oh my God, at least 20 times now. I'm going to plead the fifth on this.
Yeah, I mean, I don't expect him to be like my long lost pal, but it's like I really enjoyed that show. Like I said, I was not a Shatner fan until I started watching T.J. Hooker, and anyone who listens to this show knows that's only been the past 2 years. So,
If to be worked.
yeah, when it did, now thank God it's working because I got the new cape. That's another story that you go to the past episodes, you'll hear that whole story.
Now-
but it is working.
Does he going to be personalizing the autograph? I don't know if he does.
I don't know. From what I if they say it, I'll say sure, but I think he's just going to sign William Shatner.
Really?
I would imagine. I mean, watch him be there with a big stamp and just go.
If he signs Leonard Nimoy, then you have a problem. But
Who was that bitch that said, June Lockhart? She was the Guy Williams family said she was okay for her to sign autographs.
that was one of the very first autograph things I ever went to. That was back in 1990 over at the Bayside Expo Center. And they had the Lost in Space 25th anniversary. It was a great show. I mean, at the time, you're talking about these people were like legitimate TV stars. This is 1990, so 25 years later. And looking back, if you wanted to get all their autographs, it cost $40 for all. All right.
Now it costs $40 just to get in the door.
Getting in the door. All right. You couldn't even get William Shatner's toe jam for $40. All right. So this was maybe about a year after Guy Williams, who played Professor John Robbins, whatever it was. Robinson on Lost in Space. And he lived in Mexico, of all places.
Huge down in Mexico.
Wasn't he Zorro?
Yes.
He was Zorro.
Yes.
So people, I didn't ask because I didn't care because I liked the show, but to me, when Lost in Space was on, it meant it was the summertime on Channel 56.
Yeah.
So it was Lost in Space, Good Times, and Welcome Back Hotter. We're back in the rotation because it was summertime. I watched it, but I wasn't a big fan of it. I wasn't a big fan of those 60s shows.
Yeah, I don't get it.
All right, other than like Gilligan's Island and the first season of the Brady Bunch, it really wasn't that good. A friend of mine was a huge fan of it, right? He got the 8x10 and it was like, well, this is $40. Wish I had a time machine. And she was like, I got permission from the Guy Williams family that I can sign his name. And my friend, who was a wise ass, go, I can sign his name too.
That's a good point.
He goes, well, so who cares?
Yeah,
all right.
that's a good
and she was
point.
just like taken back.
Awful fresh.
Oh my God!
How dare
I
you.
knew the man. All right, well you're
He's dead.
You're not the man unless you got lost in space somewhere with the guy. But yeah, that was kind of stupid. I'm gonna go home and I'm gonna sign, Thomas Jefferson on a piece of paper and say, look,
You get Thomas Jefferson's autograph.
I'm an
'cause
American.
They said it was okay.
I'm an American. His family said I could sign it.
I have 2 Lost in Space autographs.
Let me see if I can guess who they are. All right, I was never there with you at any of these shows. You got them at shows, I'm assuming, right?
Yes.
Okay. One of them has to be Dr. Smith, Jonathan Harris.
Yes, that was at the Bayside Expo. I can't remember. It was the car show, I think it was. And
World
he
of
was there.
Wheels?
One of those. And there was nobody at his table. And I went over and I got his autograph there. And he signed it, Oh, the Pain.
Oh, the pain.
Yeah, he was a very nice man. My buddy,
Smith, I give up. You're impossible.
and he was the other one. Professor Don West.
Well, he was a local boy.
Yeah, he was at the Super Mega Fest, and he signed a picture for me. And I said, growing up, I used to hate you because you were so mean to Dr. Smith. But as I didn't even get the sentence out. He goes, yeah, as you grew up, though, you realize why I hated him and wanted to kill him, right? And I said, yeah, we laughed. Then we talked about the Red Sox for a while. Very nice man.
He was a teacher from Hull.
Yeah, and he taught at begins with a B, Bridgewater. He was a drama teacher at Bridgewater.
Was he?
Bridgewater State. I think that's an alumni of my friend Quick's.
Really?
Yeah, I think he went down in Bridgewater.
He just passed away not too recently.
Quick?
No.
Oh,
Don West.
Quick, we're only kidding. Quick told me he listens to every episode.
Good for- thank you, Quick.
Shout out Quick, bass player for That's Ben Gardner's Boat. Say hi to Quick.
Hey, Quick.
Yeah, say hi to him.
Hello, Quick. How you doing? This is yours truly.
He's a bass player. You know what a bass player is?
Doom, 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 boom, 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 boom.
Like Freddie Boom Boom Washington?
Boom, 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 boom.
Look at that bass
Quick.
solo for you, Quick.
Quick, if you're out there, how about being an audience of one?
You know what? There's your invitation, Quick. I was going to spring it on you, but right there, Rice-A-Roni, you love it. The San Francisco.
Well, we gave
team.
Shoppies on the last one.
That's right. We've got to find something for Quick.
What is Quick's favorite thing? Well, you know what? I just thought of it right there. I'm not even going to give the cat out of the bag.
Okay.
But I already thought of his big gift for being the audience of one. And speaking of that, what a great segue, Ricky Bittman. If you are listening to this podcast and you want to be coming to the New England area and you want to be our audience of one on our TV show, give us a call. Let us know. Follow the information that's on the screen. You can email the one and the only, our executive producer, OMG Abby, and her email is afterhoursabby@gmail.com. Attention, audience of one.
Audience of one.
Audience of one.
Well, the invitation is out there, Quick. We'll throw you out some dates.
Come on, Quick. Where does Quick live?
He lives down in Randolph.
Randolph.
Home of the world-famous Linwood Cafe.
Well, Randall's not too far from the
No.
Restani production
Not at
headquarters,
all.
so he can make his way up
He
there.
travels everywhere with that band, for crying out loud.
Well, quickly get back to us,
And
quick,
I
so
haven't,
we
I
can
haven't
have
seen them once this whole summer. I'm just so, it's just been an awful summer.
When you were talking about Lost in Space, I was 100% thought you were going to say Billy Mooney, that you got the
Yeah,
autograph.
no, I did not get him. I just listened to a podcast that he did with Frank Santopao, Gilbert Gottfried's Amazing Colossal podcast. The Billy Mooney episode was excellent.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Did he talk about God bless the beast and the children?
He didn't. They didn't talk about that.
Church on fire.
That's
Church
on.
fire.
I told you about the Critics' Choice Video Club. Not club. It's a website. They just emailed me today and said Fatso is available
Oh, Dom DeLuise.
for like $12. So I'm going to order that. And I'm stocking up on films when I'm retired and I can't afford cable, so I figure I'll watch all these movies. So, but you know what I got for $9.71?
No.
This should be our pre-Thanksgiving viewing this year.
Uh-oh.
I'm throwing it
All
out
right,
there.
give me, let me see if I can guess it.
All right.
Give me some hints. Give me some little hints about this. Okay, have I seen this movie?
Yes, you have.
All right.
And you like this one.
All right. Did it air on 56 or 38 growing up?
I don't believe so. You would have caught this on maybe HBO.
On
or one of the paid
HBO.
channels. Yeah.
All right, one of those premium
Yes,
channels.
Yes.
All right, so don't give me the exact year, but give me a few. Give me a little bracket.
I know you know by year, so I'm gonna say it's
Was
the
it 80s?
It's definitely the 80s.
Early, mid, or late?
I want to say mid to late.
Mid to late.
But I could
so
be really
anytime
wrong.
after 86.
If you want, I can give you the exact year.
You give me the exact year. I'll talk to Quincy while you
I
look
know
that up.
you're all about dates, and I don't remember.
All
dates.
right, so Quincy, what do you think? This is going to be? We're going to probably watch this movie on the night before Thanksgiving.
I think we should.
Okay, well, last year we watched My Bodyguard.
Yep.
And the year before that we watched The Wildlife.
Okay.
And
This was
the-
1981.
1981.
Early.
Oh, so I was 10 years old.
You like this movie, but
Okay.
you probably definitely did not see it when it came out. You probably did not see it in the theater.
Is it a sci-fi movie?
It is not.
Is it a horror movie?
It is not.
It is a comedy.
It is not.
It's a drama?
Yes.
All right. It's a drama that came out in 1981.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. All right. And it has many major stars in it. Future stars?
At least three.
At least
One major already.
Okay. I'm just throwing this at the
He's
top
gonna-
of my
he's gonna
head.
get it. I can tell he's going to get it.
Taps.
No. I thought for sure you know.
Okay. All right. Because that came out in 81. And
Okay, and that's a great movie.
That had Tom Cruise, Sean
You're
Penn, the other hammer nigger there.
Well, there's
I wasn't really watching many dramas in 1981.
no, but I again I don't.
Was it a
think you-
fantasy drama?
Nope.
Okay, so it's not Excalibur?
Nope, it's real life.
All right. Well, Excalibur could have been real life.
Yeah, true.
We weren't back there. All right.
Contemporary for
All
the
right, so
times.
1981.
It would have taken place in that window of time.
It would have taken place in 1981.
Yeah, yeah.
All right. And did it take place in Boston?
It did not.
Did it take place in New York?
I don't think it did. I think it took place in Chicago.
In Chicago?
I think so.
All right. So,
I can probably verify that too.
all right. So,
It's been a while since I've seen it.
okay. And you're sure I've seen this movie?
We'll change that back. It is New York City. I'm sorry.
It is New York City. Okay.
I know you've seen it. We talk about this movie.
Oh, we have talked about this movie.
Yes.
Okay. All right. And when this movie came out, the star of it, was he or she a major star at the time?
Star was already a major star going into this movie.
Okay. And is it a male or female?
Male.
It was a male. Okay. And was his prime in the 70s?
Yes.
Okay.
Well, no. His prime, no. No. That was his beginning.
Okay.
Definitely not. I would not call that his prime.
All right. Has this person ever won an Academy Award?
Yes, he has.
All right. Is his first name Al?
No.
Oh, sorry. So it's not Al Pacino.
Nope.
Okay. Am I in that ballpark?
Well, yeah. Nationality-wise, you know.
Okay, so he's Italian
Yeah.
gentleman.
Yep.
All right. So an Italian.
Not the movie you would think of when they say this guy's name, not the first one you would go to, but something that you and I have said on past occasions. It's one of our favorites.
in 81.
Yep.
Paul Newman.
Nope.
All right, so it's not Fort Apache, The Bronx.
Nope.
That's a great movie too.
It is. And this movie is better than that.
Really?
Yeah, because I recently watched that and didn't remember.
Who was a co-star in this movie?
Okay.
Don't give me the main event name.
It'll give you, okay.
Who directed it?
Let me see. Who's the
I've never heard of.
I know. I'm trying to see where they say the director. You know, these things. They give you little snippets here and there. There's the main cast. If I give you the co-star, well, I'll give you the co-star. Might as well, because this is only an hour show. Billy D. Williams was the co-star.
Oh, I know exactly what you're talking about, and we are going to watch this.
I think we should. Okay.
Nighthawks.
Nighthawks with Sylvester Stallone, Billy D. Williams, and Rutger Hauer.
And you know who else was in that movie? Jamie Gillis.
Oh, that's right. I forgot about that. I thought you were going to say Jamie Summers, the Bionic Woman.
Right. He was the boss of Jamie Summers.
That's right.
Jamie Gillis, the porn star from the 1970s.
Now, I got this in my latest order from them.
I saw that at the Coolidge at midnight, maybe about 8 years ago.
Did you
Jeff.
really?
Oh, I loved Nighthawks.
Oh, okay. Would you want to do it again?
Oh, I could watch that movie once a week.
I'm not going to watch it then until that night.
Right. Oh, Nighthawks is great.
Yeah, okay.
Even if you said the director, I wouldn't have known it. But Rutger Hauer.
Yeah.
Actually, the bald girl from Star Trek, the motion picture.
That's right.
Pierces Kambata.
Pierces Kambata. That's right there. It's Shakira.
Is in it. And Rocky's old boss there, Mr. Gazzo, is in it.
That's right. Oh, what was his name? He's such a great
Joe
actor.
Spinella.
Yes. Such a great character actor.
Oh, wow. I love Nighthawks.
I was just thinking something different because we're always doing comedy and then we did the sort of the lighthearted drama. But this is a tense drama.
Have you ever seen Nighthawks, Quincy, with Sylvester Stallone?
No, not yet.
I think you'll like it.
It's going to be great. He plays this cop in New York. He's part of like this, like not FBI, but like kind of like a SWAT team of New York, and he has to go against a terrorist by the name of the actor is Rutger Hauer, and he is what the fuck is his name?
Plays
Rostov
Wolfgar.
Wolfgar.
Yeah. Heinemann Reinhardt.
Do you remember the in the beginning of that movie when he blows up the department store in England?
Yes.
And the girl, you remember who the girl was? It was the girl from The Last Starfighter.
No, really?
Yeah, because I actually talked to her at Chiller, and she goes, no one has ever brought that up. They always bring up The Last Starfighter or Night of the Comet or all these other,
well, this
or
movie does
Weekend
not
at Bernie's.
This does not get the love, I don't think.
And you know what? It is probably, as I'm thinking about this, my second favorite Sylvester Stallone movie.
Okay.
The first one being
Rocky?
First Blood.
Oh, First Blood.
The original First Blood.
Okay.
But Nighthawks, this was the movie that made the audiences around the world say, this guy can actually act.
Really, and it does not get the attention that it should. And it was $9.
Oh, it's well worth the $9.
I got this Toronto Rock Festival DVD. I got that, and I got the DVD of Robert Duvall in The Apostle, which is one I don't think you've ever seen that.
I've met Robert Duvall, nice man, rest in peace.
This is a great movie where he Farrah Fawcett's his wife, and he drags her by the hair, literally in one scene, and he hits a guy across the chops with a baseball bat. I once hit a kid across the back with a hockey stick when he was getting Holy Communion.
Jesus.
No pun intended.
And I put my thumb in tomato soup and it stuck it right in his eye.
All right, so we don't have to pick any movie this year. We've already solidified it. We're recording this in the beginning of August, and we're going to be watching Nighthawks.
All right, well, there you go. I think that's our...
Some popcorn.
Oh, gotta have that. Some milk, the popcorn.
Ice cold beer.
For those who like beer, yeah.
I do.
And wait till you see the surprise ending in Nighthawks. We're not going to give it away to you because you've never seen it.
You're going to go, wow!
You're going to go, holy moly, I can't believe they had that actually happen.
Well, I think we have a movie pick of the night.
Nighthawks.
Because I know we talked about a movie, but I think I was just saying to myself, you know what? Rather than, because I was going to watch it the other night. I said, rather than watch this.
Oh, I'm glad you made that decision.
See about the guys to see if they're up for this. So
because that movie actually is a cold weather movie.
It definitely.
Because the movie takes place, I think, in like January or February, because they're always, you can see all their breath moving in it.
I thought the elevated train tracks played a role in this. And they might, but I didn't think New York had elevated train tracks. Anyway, but
I mean that scene on the trolley going to Roosevelt Island.
Yeah, maybe that's what I was thinking.
So,
but I think so.
Good choice.
All penciled in for Thanksgiving. Gives me something to look forward to.
And who knows? Maybe we can have an audience of one for that.
Well, why not?
You know, you want to be an audience of one and come down to watch Nighthawks, the 1981 Sylvester Stallone, Billy D. Williams classic.
Why not?
Popcorn and Busch Lights on me.
Well, I'll drink this, with the popcorn, and but you're welcome to the cold brews.
Yeah.
That's Sheffer Brewery.
Thanksgiving, and then we figure next day is Thanksgiving.
Next day is Thanksgiving.
Friday we rest, and then Saturday we might be doing that.
We may be appearing. I don't want to let the cat out of the bag, but we may be having a meet and greet at a local Comic-Con here.
That's going to be a whirlwind
in Massachusetts. Yeah. We'll get more detail on that because we're still working the negotiations out. Well, Abby is working the negotiations. I wonder if she'll actually show up at
Wouldn't
this.
that be nice?
She. I mean, even with the show, she hasn't shown. Everybody's like, "Is Abby AI?" No, Abby's a real person.
Oh yeah.
But Abby, for some weird reason, always during show nights, because she doesn't want to have all the responsibility. Because you know what happens if a guest no shows, I flip out.
Oh boy.
All right, and if you no showed that night, I would have flipped out. And I can't flip out on Abby, but she knows these things. But she works quietly behind the scenes. All right.
I mean, we don't need her, but it'd be nice if she showed up once in a while.
Well, I think we need her down here.
Well, we don't necessarily.
Sabrina wants to come back on. I know you and her have a checkered past.
She left us.
Can you imagine her sitting in that chair as the audience of one? Yes, exactly. I'd like to have a Nighthawk with her.
Isn't he terrible?
No, I'm being honest.
You all right?
Sounds like that's pretty action-packed.
Oh, yeah.
Action-packed, Pee-wee. Action-packed.
You're going to like it. You're going to love it.
You may even grow a beard after this movie.
Yeah, you should.
Well,
No, thank you.
So, first of all, no thank you for the beard, but
Okay.
second, Sylvester Stallone has always been known for action-packed movies.
Yeah, and this is one of them.
But this is a serious action-packed movie.
Yeah.
This isn't ridiculous action-packed.
Yeah.
This isn't like Cobra or Rambo's 2, 3, 4, or whatnot. This could be like a documentary. This is how realistic this movie is.
Oh, really? All right.
An ABC movie of the week. ABC Sunday Night Movie of the Week.
That would have been Ernie Anderson doing those voiceovers.
Sylvester Stallone, Rutger Hauer, Billy D. Williams.
Nighthawks. Yeah. I am excited now. Quincy, wrap up the show.
Yeah, why don't you? Oh, I'm going to see Jimmy Buffett's band Saturday.
Are you?
Yeah, just the band, because he's dead. This will be our goodbye to him. Good thing we're not, I'll tell you right now, good thing we're not filming this Sunday. Because this is probably going to be a rough one. Just saying.
No, we're not filming this Sunday.
No, I'm just saying good thing we're not.
Oh, okay.
I mean, you'd think I was hungover for sticks in Chicago? This is going to be a different ball game altogether.
Margaritaville.
Woo! Dun, 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 dun.
Well, first of all, thank you for watching this very interesting episode of our show here. And we will come up with another very interesting show.
Subscribe to our YouTube channel.
Subscribe to our YouTube channel, please. You'll find all kinds of interesting clips here. We could be funny, we could be serious, we could be drama. Second, before you get high on your Margaritavilles, please don't drink and drive, okay? Second, third, and final, remember, we never close.